played a lot of T20 cricket, which means they've got the kind of experience that's really needed, to experiment in the field, or how to execute a particular kind of bowling if that's what the plan is. So it will definitely help, but apart from the format, I think IPL and T20 international cricket is slightly different.
Yes, you obviously won the World T20, won the 50 World Cup as well, and captain India from one ranking test cricket. What more is there for you to achieve in cricket?
I don't mind repeating that, got a very good side, so that's a big positive for us. But I feel the youngsters, have come into the side. They're really hungry for more. They want to do well for the country, and that's what you want. You want the results to go in your favor, whenever you turn up on the field. But that's not always the case. Opposition, you face tough opposition at the international level.
MS, you tour Sri Lanka quite often. You played a lot of cricket here. There's a lot of fan following that follows India, especially in Sri Lanka. And the kind of reception you got today, they call you the rock stars in cricket and Colombo. Does all that put a lot of pressure on you, on the group as a whole, or you just oblivious of the group?
Well, if things like this happen, one of time, or it starts to happen, then you can have pressure. But wherever the Indian team goes, it's the same. Whether you play in India or some of the parts of the world. So this is something the players are quite used to. So I don't think it really puts any pressure. I think the support that's on the field, that really helps you perform a bit extra. And if you are down and the team is under pressure, that support can really push you to do it.
Duncan, you've been with the side now for more than a year now. There's been a few highs, a few lows. And how would you look back at the last 1 year that you've been with the side? This is your first ICC tournament as India coach. How do you look back at the last 1 year, and how do you look forward to this ICC tournament?
I just think it's important we're here for the T20, and we should be here to discuss the T20. And I reiterate what MS said. Preferably we've come here with the belief that we can win this T20, and I think it's quite crucial that we mentally attune ourselves to that. Hopefully we've got a good build-up. We rained out at Vizag. We had a game last night where we unfortunately lost, but it was, I think, good experience for the players. And hopefully for the next 2 warm-up games, we'll get the preparation that we require for this tournament.
MS Lakshman from the Hindu. Inclusion of Yuvraj, was it an emotional decision or was it based on form? Of course, you've been acquitted at the end of the game, but how did that come about at all?
Well, it's a selection matter, so I won't really like to discuss the selection matter. If you ask the selectors, maybe they can throw a bit more light, but as a skipper, I'm really happy to have him in the side, because the reason being, we all know he's a champion player, he's a match winner, and at the same time, he also helps me get the kind of balance that I really like in the side, especially in a T20 format. We don't really play with the fifth bowler, we don't have that playing 11 where we say, okay, the first top 6 are the batters or the 7 are the batters, and the rest 4 with a all-rounder you can play. But it becomes a bit difficult because we don't really have that genuine all-rounder. So all these part-timers, can contribute. Yuvraj is one of them, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, also Suresh Raina. If they chip in with 1 over each, it becomes a lot easier for us, as a side. Then we have the depth in the batting, and also the bowling variation works.
MS, I would like to know your reaction about the resumption of India-Pak cricketing ties in December.
Well, let's stick to T20 World Cup, please.
MS, winning the 50 World Cup would have obviously raised expectations back home. How keen are you to stamp your reputation as the best team in short formats of cricket? Both 50 and...
it's important that we do well over here, but as I said, we have to be at our best, especially in this format, because you don't have much time. 20 overs, compared to the 50 over version or test match, you have less time, but at the same time, it's quite enough. You don't really need to play too many shots. So I think, we would like to do well over here, but I feel the condition out here, in Sri Lanka has changed over the years. I remember once we came in 2004, or I think it was 2005, and the wickets were very different. And the last time when we came over here, the wickets were very different. Whatever the reasons, maybe spinners didn't get much help from the 5 ODIs and 1 T20 that we played over here. So we'll have to see how the wickets are prepared. And also, like if too many games are played in one venue, maybe the wickets will get slower and the spinners will come back into action with a bit more support of the wicket. So we'll have to see how it goes, and we'll react to the situation as it comes.